Trinitarian myth number 3. The Bible says that only God can forgive sins. Jesus forgave sins, therefore Jesus is God. Very common myth in Trinity world. However, it's simply not true. When you read the account, there's an account in Matthew, Mark, Luke about this. Parallel accounts. And when you actually read that account, it's the Pharisees who make that claim. You know, the Pharisees who are liars and murderers, Jesus says, they make this claim, and then the rest of the account shows how Jesus proved they were wrong. And yet Trinitarians agree with the Pharisees. Well, Jesus proved that this claim of the Pharisees was wrong. And what happened in that account? Jesus says, so that you may know the Son of Man, which is an Aramaic term for human being, has authority on earth to forgive sins. He's going to do a greater miracle. In other words, Jesus is saying, if I do something even greater than forgive sins, that's going to prove I have the authority. That's why he says, which is greater, to forgive this paralytic his sins? Or to say to him, rise up, take up your pallet and go home? Which is a greater miracle? Well, it's obviously to heal a man. And Jesus is showing it, if I do a greater thing, it proves I have authority to do the lesser thing. And that's exactly what he did. And then we read in Matthew, at Matthew 9:8, after Jesus had proved the Pharisees were wrong, Matthew tells us that the onlookers who were watching this were amazed that God had given this authority to men. Men. So by doing the greater miracle, Jesus proved that men had been given authority to forgive sins. But yet this myth in Trinity world continues to persist. They love to believe fairy tales in Trinity world.